by Dino.
You made it for me a while back, but I didn't get it really incorporated till now. It only happens in the stream. Nobody else hears it. What's up, y'all? What is up?
Gang, gang.
All right. I'm your boy Ideal Tone, and I'm here to make it known that we are back with another episode of Binge or Cringe. As always, glad to have my panel and friends and people in the chat with us, etc., etc. We're going to get down to business in a moment here, but first, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, idealists and visionaries, I have a good friend with me today. Okay, y'all already know who she is because y'all seen her on episodes before.
Yeah.
It's the homie Jasmine.
Gang, gang. I've never been on the camera though. His setup is crazy, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all now. It looks crazy here.
I appreciate it. So Jasmine's going to kick it with me and us while we do this. I set it up so she can hear us. So you guys can start taking yourself off mute if you're on mute. Because I can't hear nobody yet. But let's get down to it. Mary, if you're trying to take it. You got headphones, Mary? Put your headphones in. That might help. I can't hear you. You might have to FaceTime me again so I can see your thing. But all right, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna go around. I'm gonna try to help Mary get her stuff together. Oh, she's FaceTiming me now. But Kobo, can you do me a favor and take it away real quick?
Sure.
I'm so sorry.
All right, couple 7.
You good? You good? Show me your screen.
All right, hold on.
I'm in here, and we're gonna roll through. And today's episode, we're doing My Hero Academia. Classic. I think we all been big fans of that. I refer to it as this generation's new Naruto. You know, and
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I see. No, I don't go to this. Yeah, I see your. I don't see your screen yet. Did you?
Okay. Might just be too
so we can go ahead, go around, introduce ourselves.
Oh, all right. Take yourself off video. That might be messing it up.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
All right, now share your screen.
Oh, we may have a success here.
Ah, there's Risky. Are you? Who's going to? Who wants to go first for introductions?
Well, I've already introduced myself.
All right,
There's Ezra.
Risky. You want to introduce yourself, man?
Hi.
Bro.
What's up, guys? I'm Ezra Risky, whatever you want to call me.
I can't hear you no more, Mary. Hold up.
We got a few other people in here. No, you still here?
Yeah, I can go ahead. I'm Nullified Saint. Gonna say where my wings at, and glad to be here with you guys.
Hi, I'm Ollie. I'm a gamer, and you can follow me anywhere at eFairy, EF4IRY.
What up? It's Devontae. New to the panel, but nice to meet y'all, and let's get this popping.
Welcome. Hell yeah! So, where do you want to start this one? Tone, you got? How do you want to run this one? Oh, he is deep.
Sorry, guys. I'm coming right now.
All right. Well, for starters, let's set up. Have we all caught up on the anime, or you got a few?
I'm caught up.
You all see the last movie?
Yo, I'm sorry. I'm just helping my friend. So did everybody introduce themselves? I'm sorry.
Yeah, for the most part, we're one down though.
One down? No, yeah, she's coming back. I told her to
Okay.
close out the app and try it again.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we've gone through introductions, so.
Okay, yeah, I heard Ali, no, always saying his wings, Risky being himself as usual. Risky, I gotta tell you, bro. I know this is only the second time, but bro, I love the fucking hair, bro. Bro, the blues, working for you, bro.
I was all excited when he did it. I was like, hell yeah.
Appreciate it.
Blue's definitely working for you. So, but yeah, so let's do this right, guys. We know why we're here. Kobo, I appreciate you taking over. I was trying to help a friend.
I didn't do much.
But we're here. We're talking about My Hero, guys. We know what we're here to do, discuss it. And don't get me wrong. Normally, I was trying to have tonight was either going to be My Hero or One Piece. We did One Piece yesterday in anticipation for tomorrow, which we all know is going to be a big day in One Piece history. So, but that's beside the point. We're here to talk about My Hero. My Hero, as Kobo said, has made its way in the anime community, and there's now a debate. Like, as we know, that we have the big three, and we know what that consists of. All right, arguably with Kobo, but
I mean, I'm gonna argue it because I was there when these all aired, but yeah, I'd absolutely consider My Hero one of the new big three. You know,
you good?
Absolutely.
All right. But yeah, so with that being said, My Hero is it's being considered for a new title, which like there's a bunch of different like anime that are trying to make this new 3 slot. It's called the New Gen 3, and I've heard this at a bunch of different cons from a bunch of different content creators, like. And I don't know if it's something that's really going to be made possible or is really going to be made established. You know what I mean? Like the big three, but it's literally something I've heard.
The big three didn't come out till, you got to think, the big three didn't even get coined until a decade after they aired. So
yes. So with that being said, the New Gen 3 is definitely possible, and My Hero is being considered as one of the choices for the New Gen 3. So, My Hero's being considered one of the choices for the New Gen 3, as well as a few other anime like Demon Slayer, Black Clover, Attack on Titan, those ones. Yeah. So, with that being said, My Hero has definitely hit the area where it's done 6 seasons and multiple movies. Have you ever heard that?
Yeah.
Like that's usually how it goes. 6 seasons in a movie.
2016, man. Yeah, it's been running since 2016.
Yeah,
going strong since 2016.
Exactly. It's definitely earned its spot in the anime community. So, Mary, you're back. Can we hear you?
I don't know. Can you?
Yes, we can. Are you going to do video?
Yes, possibly. Hang on.
Well, we could definitely hear you now. I knew it was probably that you had to back out. It probably got tangled when I FaceTimed you.
I think what happened was it was weird. Like the mic wasn't syncing. Hi. Sorry for the disruption. Let's continue.
So we're going to do this. Let's do this right. I didn't really get to do my intro. But as I wanted to. But guys, this is the panel for today. This is the squad, okay? So I already introduced Jazz, Mary. This is Mary Dennis, guys. She is one of my best friends. We've known each other since high school. She's a pain in my ass, but like
I was gonna say, I'm so sorry.
Huh?
Someone's gotta be.
Fuck you. But anyway. Okay, she's here to join us tonight because she's a very big, she's an anime fan, but she definitely loves My Hero. Every time you talk about anime, My Hero comes up some way, somehow, even though it was no longer the conversation.
See, here's the thing, because I will admit there are more that I definitely need to catch up on, but there was something about it that just kind of like made me gravitate to it, and then I just hop on the binge train. That.
So with that being said, Mary, glad to have you, buddy. Glad you to be here. It's her first one, so everybody show her some love and respect. Then we have the boy Risky Sama, okay, aka Ezra, but you know we like to acknowledge that God title. We like to acknowledge that God title.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, the God title helps the complex.
And then we have my boy B. I remember, bro. What's your actual name again? I messaged you, and I know this is bad, but we literally only met once at BlurredCon, and like, but yo, his Zorro cosplay was crazy.
All good. Mm-hmm. My actual name is Devontae.
Yes, thank you. So we met at BlurredCon. He was part of one of my Binge, Cringe, or Trash videos, along with Ollie, who we're introducing next. And it was just like, and then we also did that sword video, which I still got to upload, but I want to edit it just right. So me and him actually clashed with blades. It was cool.
Nice.
And then we have Ollie, also known as E Fairy.
Yeah, you know what? I'm still not over the Binge, Cringe, or Trash video.
You still haven't forgiven me?
No, I haven't forgiven you for asking, and I haven't forgiven Devontae for saying JJK was trash.
Look,
If
I
y'all
was under pressure.
I thought we got Ollie. You know, you've been on some streams now. I thought we moved past this. You know,
I'm holding a grudge.
Wow.
I don't know. I watched those videos. You wrong for that. Telling them to pick their 3 favorite anime and saying what else gotta be trash.
Yeah.
You wrong for that.
He was
That don't stop you from liking the videos, though, Risk.
They're funny.
You knew you were wrong.
Being part of it.
And that's the thing. They don't stop him from liking the videos. He still like them. And then we got Null, and me and Null, like me and Risky, we met, and me and Risky met like 2 years ago in Florida. We finally linked up with a bunch of the other squad, and then this year I finally got, which I've known Null for a while, Nullified Saint, finally met Null this year, okay, in Texas, because he lives in Texas. He met me in Houston. Because while I was at DreamCon, we linked up, got some food, and I took him to our after party kickback, and we was lit, bro. We didn't leave the party till like 5:30 in the morning. Like, we was lit.
Damn.
That drive back home was tough, but it was fun.
But here's the thing, you can't blame me for that. I told you to stay. I told you to crash. Right.
But then you see $30 for parking, and that's.
But I told you I had you though. Like,
hey.
But then again, yeah, I told you. But it's cool though. He decided he didn't want grandmama to get on him because he had to be to church next day.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
I wanted to pray for you.
Man wanted his tamales, man.
He was definitely motivated by food. I ain't gonna hold you. But how did you feel about your first? Even though you weren't inside, but your first kind of sort of small DreamCon experience, man.
I'm already buying the tickets for BlurredCon next year.
See, I got him hooked. And I'm looking at multiple people right now. Better see y'all at BlurredCon next year. That includes you, Jasmine. Oh, she just ignoring me. I see how it is. But yeah, so let's get, and then we have literally the Godfather of anime himself. We have a spinoff called The Godfather and the Vet, Cobalt 70.
What up?
It's down. We done the intros. We talked. We communicated. Okay, everybody, we all look good. Okay, I had to put on the kimono for this joint.
You're killing it, brother.
Appreciate you. So let's get to it. Wait, before I get risky, is that a fairy tale tat? Yo, my boy. My boy. My boy. I didn't even know you had that, man. Sweet. All right, so let's get to it. We're here to talk about my hero. Everybody's been introduced. Everybody's here for the conversation. Opening statements. How do you feel about my hero as a whole? What made you stay with it? What made you like hop on the train? What about my hero just latched onto you and you kept going with it? That want everybody
Honestly,
jump at once.
Honestly, it was the concept at first. Like I love superhero stuff, so that was one of the first things that hooked me. But I really just liked the way they kind of went about it. Like it was very X-Men in a way where it's like kind of going into like evolution and how that would tie into people changing like that. That's the part that really fascinates me, like getting to that point. And I'm really excited to see more of the backstory on that, like the first people that like developed quirks, like how that all was for them. Like that was really what hooked me. And then from there, all the characters, even Minetta, they found a way into my heart somehow.
Okay. Who's next?
I guess I'll go.
You go? You got it?
I got. For me, it had that old school anime feel that you got with the school animes from the early 2000s, like Kyoto Hitman Reborn and Beelzebub. And I enjoyed that kind of quirky humor that they had, coupled with the badass fighting. And then at the same time, you had those monolith characters like All Might, and you got to see that they too were extremely vulnerable, far more than people realize. And I stuck with it because the character growth. Okay. I mean, it's across the board some good character growth. So yeah, that's what kind of established it for me.
All right.
I guess I can go next. In reality, it's the concept of you can have nothing. You can have nothing and be nothing, and you can do anything you want. I mean, you can be great even though you're not.
Okay.
And the concept of also when someone needs help, you just go help them. Even if they don't ask for it.
No, I'm going for the strings. You're going for the heartstrings.
Always, babe.
No, I agree. Like, it's not about the hand you're dealt, it's about how you play it.
Right. Okay. What about you two, Ali and Dante?
For me, I remember when I first started watching it, I just thought like, oh, like I'm like really big into like animes where they're like really trying to like work towards something, not just because it was action, but like he was like, well, there's this thing that I'm like hella passionate about, and even though like everybody's doubting me and thinks I can't do it, like since he was a kid, he's like, I'm just gonna do that anyways. I thought that was so tough. So then you see like the training arc, he eats All Might's hair. I was like, nah, that's kind of nasty, but
yeah,
I literally ate that.
That's kind of nasty, but
yeah.
I mean, she's not wrong. It threw me for a little bit. Like I'm like, he's got to do what?
I mean, good thing All Might never opened a restaurant. God forbid all these people would be walking around with one for all. They just each get a hair. It's like, oh no.
That would be terrifying.
All I'm saying is this.
All these All Mights because you didn't wear a hairnet.
I'm just saying, man, I don't know if I could have ate that hair. Just something about it just don't seem right. Like, don't get me wrong, he got powers, but it's like, I got to eat part of you in order to get the powers? Like, what?
I'm like,
I'm gonna take the spider bite.
If it was me, I would have been like, dang, I kind of want to be a doctor instead or something. He better than me.
You gotta think about, though, that was a very thick, long hair that he pulled out, though. All that to do that.
Hey, look, all
Bro,
I'm saying
you want to
is
say something like that, hit me with a pause at least, no? Like, give me a pause. Like,
But overall, I just thought like, I felt like it was like really cute, but also like heavy as like a show. So I thought that was like really cool. I feel like that's what you needed.
Okay. All right. last but not least.
All right. So at first, this show I only like watched it when my brothers and my sister was watching it piece by piece. So that's how I first got introduced into it. But what really made me stick to it was kind of like what Mary said. You know, I also like superhero stuff. So I also that's what drew me into it. But also because like the story and the concept of like finding out more and more about specifically the quirk of One for All as the story goes on. Right. So going more and more into depth and like how it all connects also drew me into it.
Okay. Respectful answer. I like that. So, everybody went around. Let's get to the nitty gritty, okay? So, if I'm going to just open it up from here, My Hero Academia, like I said, it's earned its spot where it's at. But there are some things about it that I think we can all agree on. We're like, I don't know, man. Does it compete with other anime? So let's ask that question. Is it because, you know, considering the fact that it might be a part of the new Gen 3, does it have the capacity to compete with the other newer anime to earn a spot in that new spot? What do you think?
Absolutely.
I think it's already earned its spot, bro.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back any info, any reasons behind that? Why you say that? I mean, let me get the deets.
I feel like it's okay. I don't know if I'm necessarily gonna say influence, because I feel like if anything, like we do see themes and like stuff from like other animes in My Hero, but I will say like I feel like it kind of
I just wanted
brought like a lot of people together, and I guess that's what like fandoms do, but it got like really popular and for good reason. Like it was a while before people could really start being like, this show is overrated. Like it's a good show, and like so many people love it, and it's like justified. So I feel like that kind of gives it that spot. Like it's literally so popular, it's kind of insane.
Okay.
Agreed. To piggyback off of what you said, honestly, as someone who is starting to, I guess, rediscover a love of anime, like, and I feel like I didn't get to watch it as much, like, growing up, or like as much as I would have liked. But for someone that is like getting more into it, especially for it being a newer anime, it caught my attention right away, and it kept my attention. And Reese, you can attest to this. Keeping my attention sometimes is not the easiest thing in the world to do. Like I hop between shows; it's really bad. But that one kept me. And as someone who kind of like off and on watched anime to kind of get a hold of me like that, like for shows like Sailor Moon or Pokemon when I was younger, I was like, there's something there that's special.
Okay. Now I respect that answer. Okay. Why everybody trying to pull it? What is this? My Hero Heartstrings Tug Day? Like what's everybody going for the heartstrings today?
Oh, that's another thing. They are super accurate with the zodiac stuff. Listen, Deku, myself, answers like we tug at those hearts. We do what we can.
You always the one, literally. You and like maybe one other person is always schooling me in zodiac stuff, and I'm be like,
I'm not nearly schooled. I still need to like get a whole. That's such a Capricorn, but so practical.
Whatever. I'm true to myself.
Yes, sir. That's facts.
Right.
I love you.
Love you too, buddy. So where are we at now? Who's next? Anybody else got something to say?
Say is that the fact that you try to give me this question, you know damn well I think it's in the top 3.
So you think so you believe it? So far everybody believes it has a spot for Gen 3.
The moment you asked me that question, I wanted to go for
that spot.
But
you wanted to what? What'd you say, Noah?
After you asked that question, I wanted to go for your kneecaps, but I was like, nah, you know what? We'll stay over here.
If you go for my kneecaps, Binge and Cringe will be on hiatus for at least a month.
You
You
don't
have
need
so much
knees
free
to do
time. Are
it.
you kidding me?
Oh God,
Nah,
not
I
me with
bite.
my wine. Sweep the leg.
Nah,
Get him.
That's crazy.
I bite like a chihuahua, so we good.
And the other thing is, Null is literally not that short. I think the shortest person in our gaming friend group is definitely Berserk. I walked up Berserk. I expected him to be bigger than what he was. All right, Kobo. You got anything to say about the back? Why you think it should be a part of the Gen 3, or it has earned that spot?
Absolutely. You know, it's had a couple seasons. You don't get a whole lot of seasons with anime these days. They're 1 or 2 seasons at most, and they usually close up the story quick. They don't really have these in-depth arcs that either A, tell the story, B, tell backstory, or C, touch upon issues that are actually quite common for kids of that age group.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it can manage to appeal to both young kids and adults our age. It tells powerful stories, teaches great lessons, has great fighting, great character design, an expansive universe. I feel like it checks all the boxes.
Okay.
You know? And not a lot of anime can do that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Jujutsu Kaisen, but that world could be so much bigger. You know?
Right.
Love a lot of these animes, but they're really small in how they tell the story. You know, which in some cases that's how you want it. But with My Hero Academia, you've got more than one protagonist at times. And the story itself has had 3 spin-offs. It's clearly a success, and it's clearly gone beyond what I think a lot of people expected it to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's become a benchmark. And I feel like that's what really sets it in stone, is that it's a benchmark anime now.
I mean, like when you even when you mentioned the spin-offs, there's even a manga spin-off about like Deku being a villain. I started reading that. That joint is wild. I was like, yo, this joint is fire.
That's crazy.
He's a villain, right? And he takes the opposite route, and like he joins like the other side, and it's like, but at the same time, he's like a villain, but like in between villain and anti-hero. It's like so cool. He says it's so cool. If y'all haven't read it, I can like send y'all the link or whatever for it. But it's good. It's good.
Please let me get a link, because I did hear about that.
Oh, it's good. Man, he looks so different. He looks so suave. Like I'm like, yo, he got my vote.
Dragged out Deku. I love it.
So, but yeah, so all right. So based off that, guys, I agree. It has earned its spot for Gen 3. I don't know what the other 2 might be. I could say 1 probably, but that's for another conversation. But anybody else has anything to say as the reason why they believe it has earned this spot? No?
I feel like if anyone disagrees, they probably feel like we finna jump them.
Yeah.
Nah, hold on. There's absolutely an argument that can be made. There's an argument that can be made for it not to be the big 3. I mean, it's not like it doesn't have stiff competition across the board.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Stiff competition.
At the end of the day, if you were to pick your big 3, it might be different than mine.
Yeah. So like if we had this, if like the biggest competition My Hero has at this point, even, and it's debatable, but you know, like I said, you got Demon Slayer, you got Attack on Titan, you got Black Clover, especially after that movie, and it's going to make a comeback as a series, and then you got Jujutsu Kaisen, which I agree with Kobold. Jujutsu Kaisen is a smaller based anime, especially since it only started with season 2. But look how much it garners in like attention. Like,
it had a phenomenal first season,
bro.
You know?
The second season is wild. They're like, if you haven't caught up on it, definitely watch it because Gojo snaps. That's all I know.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I mean, like the second season's like it just started, so like we don't know how many episodes it is yet. But I'm pretty sure it's like a past arc. type thing. Yeah, so they're like showing what like happened when Gojo was a student.
Okay, because I know some people are disappointed in that.
Nah, I'm not disappointed in that because I know they're gonna continue on. But I kind of liked how they like showing like Gojo's information, like his backstory. You know what I mean?
Season was out and I felt betrayed. I'm like, nobody.
Oh yeah, I mean he's a legend in his own time.
I feel like she's pointing at me when she says.
Even on Twitter, I just ain't seen nothing about it. I'm like, what?
Oh no, it's wilding on social media, especially that recent fight that Gojo had. Yeah, but yeah. So I will. That's the biggest debate I would say it has. There's many other anime that could take its spot potentially. There's one I even didn't mention. My reincarnation of Islam is about to really get nitty gritty in the next season.
That was good.
ReZero.
I heard it was good, but I didn't believe it.
Yeah, no, it's good.
You have ReZero as well. You've got a ton of animes that deserve the spot every bit as much as My Hero.
Exactly.
So I mean, the argument can be made, but overall, I think it's an age group thing. This is an anime that can appeal to kids and adults. I would not put a kid in front of Demon Slayer or a kid in front of ReZero. You know, that's a little bit too violent for them, a little bit too adult of the material. Whereas this, like Naruto, one of the original big three, encompasses a large age range.
Okay.
So
I agree.
That's why I feel like it fits that spot.
I mean, you guys are forgetting the kids nowadays are in Call of Duty lobbies. I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. The other day I was playing when I was streaming Destiny. I didn't say it on stream, but I got a message, and he was like, "Man, fuck you, y'all won on y'all didn't win off skill, y'all won off abilities." I was like, "This gotta be a kid, bro. Like you lost by 2 points. You that sore? Like just because we made a comeback, you can't be mad about that. Like, but." No, Risky's right. We got kids out here in lobbies cussing adults out. Like,
listen, and that's
what do you mean? Y'all were kids in COD lobbies 10 years ago.
You can't prove that.
Oh, God.
You can't prove that. You don't know my gaming. You don't know all my gaming history.
I won't lie. I am an avid Valorant player, and the amount of times that I got ate up by a kid is not right.
Anthony, what's up, boy? What's up, my boy? Welcome to the conversation, Anthony. All right, so moving on. I just want obviously I'm going to ask some controversial questions, but like just to like break the ice a little bit. Who's favorite characters and then least favorite character? And be honest.
I need to go last because y'all not gonna like mine.
Oh damn!
There's a lot of different ones. I'm like, sorry, I should have took notes. Damn it.
You want?
I could absolutely jump on this one.
Favorite character, least favorite character?
Not really. I don't have no.
I'd say my favorite would be Shoto.
Ooh.
At the beginning of the series, you get to see him, and he hates his dad. He does everything to deny the existence of half of who he is.
Exactly.
And he grows as a character far more than I think most of the other students. And he is just badass, utterly badass, you know. And the one that bugs me the most would probably be Bakugo, because he's so one-dimensional. It just bugs the shit out of me.
Oh, Bakugo. Okay, all right.
It's part of his personality. He's always angry and he's always yelling, and you know, in a way that's part of his defense mechanism. And that one-dimensional character is supposed to be that way, but
yeah,
it doesn't make me like him any more about it. You know?
Okay. I can understand your reasoning for that. All right, who wants to go next?
I'll go. I will say he's not one of my favorites, but I will say in slight defense of Bakugo, only because he's slightly swayed my opinion. Slightly. After he and Deku properly fought. Like I think with him, what it is he's a very slow moving character.
Mm-hmm.
I think that he's very stubborn. And again, take it with a grain of salt. Like, I said, I love my zodiac shit. He's a cusp where he's like, listen. He's a cusper. He's Aries where he has that like that confidence, but also that rashness. But with Taurus, the whole stereotype is that they're a bit stubborn and they are kind of grounded in who they are. And I do see that with Bakugo, but it does seem like it's very slow for him. But I feel like if he were to grow quickly, it wouldn't be authentic to him. It would just
Wouldn't
feel like
matter as much.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. Like he's somebody that something has to really shake him. And I do feel like over the course of the show, we've seen different things that do shake him up and get him to grow. And also, it's like, listen, that one episode where Aizawa and All Might go to the parents, like, listen, his mom was yelling too. So, I mean, it's going to take a while to break that. Like, if that's family. That's learned.
That's hereditary.
That's learned. So it's going to take a minute.
How many of you thought he was going to switch sides when he got kidnapped?
Oh, I didn't.
I did.
Yeah.
I won't lie.
They really tried to sell that one.
I didn't feel like he was going to switch sides for the simple fact that he's so obsessed with All Might and being better than him in a positive way. You know what I mean? So I didn't feel that was going to happen.
They had me for a second. There was like a moment there when I did think he was gonna switch.
I mean, it did.
Right.
I mean, there was
Yeah.
there could have been a way for it to happen. I'm not denying that. There could have been. All right, who wants to go
Oh my
next?
god, I didn't even think about my favorite shit. I just went on like the Bakugo train. I was like, wait, you weren't even the favorite.
Oh well, hey, like, I'm gonna be running through. We ramble all the time in here. Ask Kobo.
I guess I can go next.
That kind of deep. That got real deep. It's true though. It's true. It's all right.
He knows it.
That's fair.
I would have
favorite.
I would have. Oh, you go ahead.
Shut up,
dog. No. I can't think. I'm like thinking about.
Well, we can come back. We can come back to you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You want to go risky or no? Ali? Somebody? Oh no, Ali said she wanted to go last.
I can go.
All right.
It's really a tie, but I'm just gonna go ahead and just give it to you. Red Riot.
Okay.
Good. Red Riot,
Yeah.
and probably my most hated character. Froppy bothered me for like a season.
Bro.
But
Froppy?
Froppy, yeah, she bothered.
Oh no! Wait, I gotta hear you out because somebody else said that, and I'm like, wait, why? Because I love her. So that's two now that I've said that. So
You know
I gotta
what?
understand.
No, I'm gonna be real with you. I got a rebuttal to that answer. You want to know why? You wouldn't have said that if you had saw the cutest Froppy ever.
I'm done.
She was.
That definitely would change my mind.
She was.
Can y'all hear her?
You might not want to tell the next part, the truth about the anime.
Oh, I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
no, I'm gonna save that.
Yeah.
We're not...
Don't say it. Don't even say it. Let it ride.
All right, let it ride. Yeah, but no, like I've told this story before, but which is funny. Mary was there too. We were all at the three of us were all at Blur Bash, and that's where we met Jasmine. And literally, Jasmine was one of the first victims of being cringe or trash, and she was Froppy. She pulled off the cosplay effortlessly. So I was like, Joan was crazy. Definitely, she's been rocking with me ever since. So, and we had so the three of us and our best friend Miles, we all met that night. So, which Mary was Poison Ivy.
Oh yeah, my girl. I didn't even know that was her.
Yeah, that's her.
I still have my crown. I still have my crown in it. I still have my crown in it. My little like flower crown and boots and all that.
Can y'all hear Jasmine? Did you hear her?
Not like well.
No, I just.
No, let me raise the game.
It's okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Am I a complete weirdo if I kind of want to get the flower crown?
You want to get?
Get it.
No, she's saying get it. All right. So that's that. Who else needs to go? I know Noel just went.
I'll go.
All right, bring it, E Fairy.
Okay. So, my favorite is Deku. Now let me spit. Let me cook.
What?
My favorite is Deku because, like, I know people are like, oh, you know, can't like the main character, and especially not Deku because everybody thinks he's a bitch because he's always crying. But it's like, dude, he's literally. I feel like if we were in his position, bro, how many of us would have really stuck that out? Like, he cries a lot, but for like good reason, in my opinion. And then he's just like, again, like just him being the main character, we've seen like the most like up close growth from him, and I think it's like so cool, and I had like so much fun like watching him like change and like watching him get closer to his goal. So I say he's my favorite, and I'll say my least favorite is Endeavor, just because I believe him to be a little bit irredeemable, and I'm not caught up, but I do understand that they're like trying to like have him go through like his little
redemption arc.
Right, and I'm like, I don't think he can really reach that because first of all, Todoroki will never not have that mark on his face, and second of all, he beat on his wife, and she's not even, bruh. This man is irredeemable.
Okay, hey, I'm not. Look, here's the thing. I don't really know how I feel about Endeavor because I am caught up and I have seen his growth, but at the same time, he can't. I don't think he can redeem himself. So I understand why you said that. So I don't really want to like. Endeavor's not my least favorite or anything. It's just that I don't know how mixed feelings.
Yeah.
I agree with her. He's absolutely irredeemable, and she's going to grow to hate him even more later on.
Yeah. Too little too late.
Well, it is what it is, right?
That's a lot.
Moving on, Dante.
I couldn't find my crown. I was like, no.
Where's
somewhere?
Where's the plaque? I know you got that up there.
Change the headphones. Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's on the wall. Yeah, we hear you, Dante.
Yep, on the wall. I can hear you.
I had some time to think about it. Nah, but sorry, Cobalt. Bakugo is definitely one of my favorites. That's not going to change. I'm sorry. Sorry.
It's all right, man. It's all right. Listen, after the last movie, my opinion of him has gone up because last movie he kicked some fucking serious ass.
Mm-hmm.
But who do I don't like the most? Ooh. I'm going. If I stay in Class A alone, I'm going to go with the. Forgive me if I'm saying this wrong, but Aoyama, that dude, the Shining Hero dude. I don't really.
The belt.
Oh yeah, always twinkling.
The dude with the laser belt. I can't. Sorry.
Laser belly.
Laser belly. Xantar, what up, man? You said you wasn't going to come.
Well, I think it is.
Yeah, it is who you think it is, Mary.
I'm just saying hi.
Hello.
Mary's here, Xantar.
I obviously can see her, Reese.
No, I was going to say.
No, you can't. You're blind. I told you this.
Like, not that one.
The Mortal Kombat character Kenshi was based off of my true story.
All right. Okay. Fine. Then you do know she's there. I hate you.
All right. Google reference lifter.
Yeah, you might have to look that up. Mortal Kombat reference, people. But
the more you know.
Mary. Well, Dante said what he said, and I'm not disagreeing with him. So, you know, as you think what final answer, Dante? Final answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's an acceptable final answer. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just asking these questions.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Mary? We able to come full circle to you now?
Yes.
And then wait, Risky, did you go?
I never went.
Okay. Well,
you didn't. All
right, we'll go Risky, then we'll come back to you, Mary. So keep that thought.
Yeah. So you know me, Tone. I'm main characters. So I'm all about that Deku. He's the man, bro. He's got it. Screw the piece of hair he ate. He's fine. He passed it already. We're good.
Yo, he took the nutrients and passed it. I'm done.
He lived it down.
It already came out.
Yo. All right.
But definitely, I hate Suyu, the frog girl. She sucks. she's the absolute worst. Every time she's on screen, I'm just like, I hope something doesn't happen in the background because I can totally skip past whatever going on here.
He's in the line of fire.
Did we get a reason as to why y'all hate Froppy?
I said for a couple seasons.
I could give you exactly the reason why she sucks. I can explain this. You need to know?
Oh, God. Xantar's about to go.
I didn't ask you for a while.
No,
like, please
Xantar will drop some knowledge. He will drop some knowledge and change your opinion in a heartbeat because he did that to Risky yesterday for One Piece. Xantar, you have the floor for 2 minutes.
Let me get comfy.
What is the goal of UA Academy? What is, as a school, what is its goal? Like Hogwarts, what is its goal?
Heroes.
To produce the best heroes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
When the greatest villain of all time kidnaps your homie and your friends devise a non-lethal way to save and not interfere in a legal sense to save Bakugo, why are you crying at the end of the arc and saying, you guys could have got in trouble, we're supposed to be heroes? It's like, that's what heroes do. That's what heroes do. They find out what to be done.
To be fair,
I forgot about that. I completely
Did he do it again? Did he do it again?
This isn't baby academia. You know, where it's like Looney Tune babies or something. This is My Hero Academia. Hero. You have to be a hero.
They did have that show where Looney Tunes were heroes at one time.
All right, so I'm gonna be real. I don't hate
Xander
Froppy.
out here beating up on the 10-year-old. What's up, dog?
I don't hate Froppy, but I will say this: Xantar literally just made such a huge valid point that I'm like reconsidering my thought process. Like,
I think she mishandled her emotions in that moment, but it's like her heart was in the right place. She just didn't want to see her friends like get in trouble or this shit go wrong and they get killed.
She was gonna snitch.
That's like you telling me every time
she shouldn't have snitched. That's fair. She shouldn't have snitched.
That's like,
I wouldn't snitch, but I'm like,
right. And then like the whole school is like, who's the traitor? And then like you become the snitch. Like all eyes are on you.
Yeah, okay, fair. Not a good look. Not a good look.
And then don't reprimand the people. Like, you don't agree with their actions, but they were super successful. Just leave them alone.
That's true.
Just leave them alone.
That's solid.
You have to come out of nowhere and cry and get your feelings known. It's just like, who cares about you? You were safe the whole time. You were at home watching stuff on TV.
I feel like generally though, like the way that they handle, you know, saving people and stuff is a little bit weird. Because I remember like when Mirio and Deku, like when they first saw Eri, Deku wanted to get her right there when she was with, I think she was with Dabi. And, you know, Mirio was like, nah, because the school wouldn't let us do that. So I'm like, I feel like generally.
Yeah, what's his face? Overhaul. Yeah, that dude.
Yeah.
The plague doctor.
Crazy thing about it is, they ended up making a whole joint to do it anyway. Like,
literally.
I mean, it wasn't just to save her. It was obviously to shut down the syndicate, but still. We got Anthony in the chat, guys. He says, the dude with the black bubble things used to infuriate me. His voice makes me want to shove a pencil in your ears, in my ears.
He still infuriates me.
Yeah.
Maneka or Maneka?
Is it Maneka?
That was my least favorite one. There you go.
All right, well, Mary, continue off with your favorite then, because I'm gonna be honest with you, Muneka is my least favorite. He irritates the crap out of me. Like,
oh my god! Like, honestly, I almost want to say Aizawa is my favorite, just for the sheer fact that he shuts that shit down every time. But favorites would probably be honestly, Eri, definitely Eri, just because I get her, and like, again, she does tug at my heartstrings. Like, like seeing someone that really thinks like of themselves, like, oh, I'm just bad just because of what people have said to them all their lives, and like having to unlearn that. And I just know, like, as the show goes on, like she's probably going to be so powerful. So I just really gravitated to her because of that.
Okay.
And I got to give one to the villains. Honestly, I love Twice. Love Twice.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
his backstory is
villains definitely weren't off the
crazy.
table.
Like,
I'm just saying.
They humanized him quite well. They really did.
They did, and I'm just like, dude, like, gutted.
All right.
Well, I mean,
like
he's the epitome of the antithesis of this story, where you have the people left behind by this type of society that's built of heroes, and then here's Twice, and people like him who have essentially been left behind. Not all of them are villains. Some of them are victims. You know?
I was going to say that last line. Now I need the wine. Thank you. but you're right, and that's the thing. Like, and that's one of the other reasons I love it. Like, when you get to the core of this show, like, there's so many things that you can look at. Like people who are suffering, people who are marginalized and just pushed to the side, or like someone like him. Like, I can't even imagine that, like, trauma of like not knowing who you are, and like literally it's just a series of down on his luck shit that got him where he's at.
Okay. Nice.
Also, the fact that even the main villain himself also said that there's a thin line between being a hero and a villain.
And he's that thin line. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. All right. Guess I'll say mine's. We already know my least favorite. My favorite is a tie, to be honest. Okay. Mirako. I love Mirako. She like that fight she had, like, because I wasn't sure about her as a character at first, but she's fierce, like fierce in combat and everything. Like, she was about it. That fight was, she was down there doing what she had to do, and she didn't stop. I loved that. And then
lost an arm.
I know, right? Did she lose a leg too, or a foot, something like that? She was something like that. She was out there. But then I like Stain.
Like that. I like that.
I like Stain. I know Stain's more like a villain, anti-hero type thing, but I like him because he's cool, number one. His quirk, like, he has a quirk that's like plays off of him licking blood, but in order for him that to happen, he has to be skilled in martial arts, which he is. My man is crazy, which means he's keeping up with superpowered ability users through physical ability alone. Because his power doesn't boost his strength, speed, or anything like that. Like, it's literally like he just immobilizes people. So, like, that's pretty cool. The fact that, like, he's reached that. Like, he took, how many heroes did he take down? He took down a speedster. Like, that just shows how skilled he is. So
the problem with Stain isn't how many heroes he took down; it's how many villains he brought up.
That's true. He did give a rise to a bunch of villains, like people who had that motive. Like, people who were, there were a lot of people motivated by him because his resolve was crazy.
Yeah.
Well.
So that's my answer, though. Yeah, his resolve was nuts.
I'm surprised.
The way he kind of represented. What was that?
I'm surprised no one used Lemillion.
I like Lemillion, but like,
can I add an honorable mention?
Of course.
Amajiki, solely for the fact that is literally my life. When I don't want to do something, I'm like, I just want to go home.
Okay.
The guy with his power goes with what he eats. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, honestly.
No, he's a good choice too. Sun Eater, yeah.
I'm just thinking his diet for myself. I'm like, man, what could I use?
All right, well, yeah.
There
So
was
those
that pasta earlier.
Yes, well, that's my answer. Stain killer. I mean, hero killer, Stain, and then Miracle. Like, just they're bad because you know me. I'm all about the hands. So you know, I'm all about the hands. So. But yeah, so with that being said, let's move on to the next question. All right, what's your favorite scene or favorite arc or favorite situation that came about from My Hero? What was something that was like, yo, this is it, man? Like, you know what I mean? Like this scene or this fight, this battle, whatever, or this arc was goated.
Did you guys talk about Bakugo's character development and why him and All Might are dope?
We talked about that. I don't want to. So it's we talked about it, Xantar. Let's just move past that because there was definitely a difference of opinion.
Dudes.
There was definitely a difference of opinion.
My favorite dudes, so I was gonna say those are my favorite.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, I got you. I got you.
Go.
All right, cool. But yeah, we definitely talked about the growth.
All Might is so positive that like he just comes into the scene and then you're just like, yeah. Like I could do all these push-ups or something, you know, like he's just very inspiring.
Yo, not all these push-ups, bro. Like, all right. But yeah, I didn't know you. My bad, bro. But yeah, appreciate you answering that question though. But yeah, but E-Fair, you had a scene or something that's your favorite spot? Favorite part?
Yeah, I have a definite least favorite and kind of most favorite.
All right, hit me.
Okay, I'll start with the least favorite. My least favorite is, I don't remember their names, but it was kind of recent. I want to say it was season 5, but I kind of like read the manga first.
Okay.
Before I watched it. But when that guy, the magician guy, and the little girl that he was with, that was the worst thing they ever did.
Yeah, the festival.
It was horrible. It was so
you took the words out of my mouth.
I hated it. I despised it.
Yeah, the guy that had them to make things rubbery or whatever, right?
I think.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. I just remember like I was like when I got out of that arc, I was like, I will never speak of this again. Like it was like the worst thing ever. I'm glad we can all agree on that. I think that my favorite might be the fight where Night Eye dies. And I know it's kind of an odd thing to say.
What?
But it made me really feel
that was a good
it was so good. And when he died, like I really felt something and I was there crying. And I'm like, at first I like hated it and I wanted to forget it ever happened. But like the more I like look back on it, I was like, that's like kind of the point of like media and especially like forms like this is to like really make you feel something. So I was like, okay, that was kind of tough. Like they kind of did their thing with that.
Okay. Respectful answer. All right, who wants to go next?
I mean, she kind of took the everyone's most hated arc, so I feel like we can all agree.
Yeah, that's why I'm like I can concentrate now on my favorites. No more to be said.
No one's really gonna discuss anything about how they. If I had a favorite, it would be the sports festival arc.
Okay, that's early on for sure, but yeah, that was an enjoyable one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a little bit longer, and you got to see kind of like everyone kind of really go in and do their all. And this is before they really developed as heroes.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, right out the gate, you see Deku just pulling shit off that's just awesome. And I felt like right from the start, you got the action you wanted, but at the same time, you got a lot of good character development. And it expanded beyond just Deku during that time period, you know?
That's true.
You got to see other characters. You got to see Sho actually identify with the fact that his father's abilities were part of him, you know? You had Bakugo actually have to identify with the fact that Deku was strong.
That's true.
You know? And there was a lot of revelation among the characters themselves at that point. That's why I like that arc for that.
Can I input something real quick on that?
What's up?
Absolutely.
So during that entire arc, they show off every character, but you know who they really don't show off? Tsuyu. Why? Because she sucks. And the story.
Dear gosh.
Yeah, he's not gonna let it go.
This man is hating her.
He's not gonna let it go, man.
Serial hater.
No, you want to know my least favorite part in the anime, in the manga?
What's that?
they tell Deku throughout the entire beginning, if you keep using your arms, you're gonna not use them. And then one day he wakes up and then he's like, oh my god, I have legs. I literally stopped with everything. I was just like, whoa, bro. Because like the same thing happened with Asta, but it was just like, I can't use my arms. I'm going to use my legs. No, Deku had to go to class and just stand there for a second and then be like, oh, Ida has legs. I have those too. Damn.
Yeah, it's the silence afterwards, bro. It's the silence afterwards.
It's like, why would you forget about your legs? The things that you use to get around every day. It's not like you put them on like socks.
I mean, Deku's clever, but we never said he was the sharpest tool in the shed. Like,
he obsesses over the wrong things sometimes, and it clouds a lot of other things. It happens.
It's just the fact that they had the music playing and everything, and like the anime bubbles, and I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
He armed when he should have legged. If you arm when you should have legged, you're gonna have a bad time. That's it.
All right then.
I remember the whole frame for the manga, dude. You just killed me with that shit.
Yeah, right. Right. That's so cringy. Yeah. This isn't like
it was
this isn't
very cringy.
Yeah,
especially because it took up like 3 frames too. It took up 3 frames for him to realize
it didn't have to.
He has legs.
No, it did take up that many frames, and it didn't have to.
Show it real big on 1 frame. I have that. Oh god.
All right. Who's next?
Go next.
All right, come on, Nullified.
Oh man, it's I would like to say it's kind of a tie. I would like to say whenever Mirio saved Eri after losing his powers.
Yo, Anthony,
you know I gotta go for the
chat. Sorry, no.
You know I gotta go for the heartstrings, and also whether I know everybody feels a certain way about Endeavor, but whenever he pulled out as #1 hero in his fight against I forgot what it's called.
Nemo?
Yeah, that also was another moment for me. It just it solidified a lot, you know, him being that person finally. Okay. Whether if he could make everybody comfortable with him being, you know, #1 or not.
I hear that. I hear that. Okay. Who didn't go?
I haven't gone yet.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we already mentioned the least favorite fight. We ain't doing that no more. But there's actually a few tied. But if I had to choose one, I'd probably say the All Might fight versus All for One, because
yeah.
I don't think I was explain, but like there was so much that happened in that moment that for the rest of the for the future of the show and that entire that's going to be a top for me.
Okay.
He's a good boy.
When All Might he's giving like his little speech or whatever, and Deku's like, "Damn, he's talking to me." I thought that was
that was cool.
Was so cool.
That was cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Mary, did you go yet, or Risky? Do one of y'all go? Did
y'all
go?
I haven't. Okay. Honestly, my moment, it's not big, but I gotta admit, I love it just because there is you do see a bit of character growth and just the sheer pettiness of it. Shigaraki finally defeating Overhaul. I'm sorry, I love that, and then Compress just for the arm and the bow, it's peak petty, and it shows growth, like from this radical villain that just wanted to shake shit up to we're actually calculating now, and you fucked with the wrong one, and I'm just like, yes.
Yeah.
So I love poetic justice, and that was it for me.
Okay. All right. Risky? Risky. I don't.
I can't hear you.
My mic was muted. Who was
Oh.
the guy that they fought at like the camp?
Which one
It was muscular.
was
The
it?
muscle
Big,
fiber
the
guy.
big muscle dude. That
Oh.
Yeah,
for some
muscular.
reason that really set
Was it
off
muscular?
for me.
What's the name? Muscular? Is that his
It's
name?
muscular, yeah.
Yeah, muscular.
Yeah, whenever that happened, that was definitely something I was like, all right, I'm gonna keep watching this for sure.
That was a really good fight.
That was a good fight.
I was.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm gonna be real with you. I thought Deku was about to get his teeth pushed in. All right, if I had to say, I've had multiple favorites, but I'm gonna choose one that's more recent, and that's definitely Class A versus Dark Deku. I wish it was longer. That's how much I liked it.
Definitely.
Like that, and it wasn't really necessarily a fight per se. It was more like
No, not yet.
Deku escaping and them trying to capture him. But like,
It was a fight of ideals.
exactly. I enjoyed that because you got to see everybody's quirk and them working together and everything. But at the same time, they had to work. They had to work together as an entire team to even catch up to Deku. Because my man was so OP, he broke out of every situation they crafted. It was wild, and like he looked cool doing it. Like they literally couldn't stop him. Like they literally they had to pull out all the stops in order for them to even like catch him. That's the crazy thing.
Just to stop him. They didn't fight him. He never fought back, really.
Yeah, he never
if
fought
he
back.
did, it would have gone entirely different.
But I'll be real with you. I probably would have loved that a lot more if they actually like fought. Like,
It would betray everything we know about Deku's character, though.
this is true.
Because
If he were to fight back.
they were dead set on capturing him, but yeah, you're right. They probably wouldn't have been able to.
We'll make one for Mom, one for you, and then you can have some of our New York stuff.
Okay. Look at that. That's fine.
Sounds like Kobo got dessert. You bastard.
You hungry?
You gonna share?
Huh?
Right?
Right? Kobo, you sound like you got dessert from the family. You got dessert? What you got?
Ooh.
Steak. New York steak.
Yeah, that ain't dessert, but that's still delicious. All right, so moving on.
I'm excited.
Moving on. We've covered a lot of stuff when it came to My Hero. We covered not only that, we covered things that that affects it as a standing or its standing. The new Gen 3. What made you guys stick around? Has it earned its spot? Favorite characters and everything like that. And let's be real, like My Hero is definitely earned where it's at for multiple reasons. And you'll see it at conventions, man. And Risky, I talked about this yesterday a little bit, and I'm pretty sure like I said earlier, Ali and Dante, they were at BlurCon, and like how many cosplays do you like see of different or like really prominent anime? They just like you just see it just from that. And I was at DreamCon as well as BlurCon. You see a bunch of people playing like characters from My Hero, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, Iferi and Dante, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, definitely.
So like it's the influence.
I got one for you.
Yeah, what's up?
I got one for you guys. What's your favorite hero? We got a lot of pro heroes out there that we've met, and we haven't even really discussed them.
Favorite pro hero?
Some of the teachers are pro heroes. You've got all these supporting people like Midnight. You've got Racerhead. You've got let's see. Look at a couple of these goes. You said Mirko.
I said Mirko, but I could choose somebody else. I got an honorable mention.
She is absolutely badass. But you've got ton Hawks.
Gran Torino.
Gran Torino, nice. That's what I'm talking about.
Gran Torino's definitely a good choice. That's a top tier choice right there. I love Gran Torino. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's older. He's up there, but it don't matter.
I mean, the greatest hero of all time is All Might, so
I mean, yeah, we know your choice. All right.
No one said All Might. Yeah, he's the only one that said All Might.
Say hi.
It's the truth. It's the truth, bro.
Well, I mean, you can't deny it. You can't deny it. Absolutely.
All right.
Well, you have the pinnacle of both
But
sides,
if I
the
did
heroes
it,
and the villains.
if this was like pick up basketball, and you were like, you can't pick All Might because that's cheating, I'll pick Fat Gum. I like Fat Gum.
Fat Gum's cool.
Nice choice.
Yeah.
That's who I was gonna pick. Damn it, you got me. All right.
Oh, too
All right.
bad. Pick him.
All right, you take Fat Gum? I'll take Mount Lady. I'll take Mount Lady. What's
Mount
up?
Lady? Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
She's a trooper. She's a trooper. She's down with the cause, but like, I mean, like, she just gets big.
She's the only one who can keep Minetta in line. That's her superpower.
I'm done. Go ahead. What you about to say, Ali?
I was gonna say I like Best Genius. I feel like he didn't have like that much hype, but I think he's really cool.
Okay. My man is definitely anal about the way he dresses, though.
He's the fashion demon, bro. Like he really put that on.
He's definitely anal about that.
I'm changing mine to Hawks. I like Hawks.
Hawks. Okay. All right.
Hawks.
Yeah.
Let me think.
I think just because he's wrong, I guess I've seen him, like mostly everybody sees him in production of the young heroes. I'd probably say King Orca.
The shark, right? The killer whale, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. I just couldn't remember his name.
Yeah.
So he's another character that's on my shit list because King Shark is a shark.
Yo.
How you going?
Oh man, he's mad because of the run. He's mad because of the comparison.
And just in case nobody says it,
it's just like
people
be like,
oh god,
people be like, oh, he's so amazing, he's so cool. But it's mostly because of Adrian. My friend Adrian loves King Orca, and he's always like, yo, what about King Orca? And I'm like, what about him?
No, Adrian, let's be real. Adrian does overhype King Orca. He does.
Yeah, he does.
But yeah, if I had to say, King Orca is my honorable mention, and not because like he's the greatest hero of them all or whatever. My man is suave. Okay, I love the suit. I love the suit.
Yeah, facts.
That's all I got to say. I love the suit.
He plays a big part in the education of the kids. You know.
He does.
Mm-hmm. True.
He's like the perfect hero to play the villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just looks evil.
So, but yeah, all right, cool.
I like Cementos too.
Who?
Cementos.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just a really quiet, powerful dude. He reminds me of the Rada Rada guy from Chowder. His name is not.
Oh, you talking about Schnitzel
right now? Schnitzel, yeah, he's just
Schnitzel.
like a giant Schnitzel with superpowers. It's just like, wow, Schnitzel, the glow up. That's how I see him. So that's a
mad
person.
containment. You know, Cementos is the one who blocked in the fights at the school. He's the one who trapped all the fucking villains.
Yeah.
You know? I mean,
his
in
power is
terms of
actually pretty
wide
good.
area attack, I would say he's one of the most OP characters in the series. If you think about it,
Yeah.
because he can take out twice the number of people.
And my response to that is Rada Rada.
Yeah.
Yo. Rada Rada.
Oh,
All right.
I like Kamui Woods too. Kamui Woods was good.
Kamui Woods is good.
It reminded me too much of a rip off of Naruto. You know.
Okay. Like, I got you. Wood style. Understood. Well, yeah. So with that being said, guys, I feel like we covered a lot. But I do want to ask one final question, then so that we can, end it off in a wrapped up way, on a good note, hopefully. If there was one thing that you want to see come out of My Hero, and it don't matter how far you are in the manga or anime, how do you want to see like this move forward? How you want to see the show move forward?
I could go first on.
Okay.
If I had to pick, I would like it to. I'd like a lot
You're going in and out, Cobalt.
They fizzle out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cobalt's cutting in and out. Cobalt, you there?
They have a little. Sure.
I think we're losing him.
Pause.
I don't think he hears me either. Cobalt? Cobalt? Well, we might have lost him.
He's dead,
Yeah.
He got to the shadow realm.
Cobalt, while you get things, we barely heard your answer, so we'll come back to you.
Hold on.
We'll come back to you. E-Fair, you want to go?
No, I don't have a pick.
Okay. Anybody else got something to say? A pick?
Hello.
Wait, what was the question again? I'm sorry.
Question was, where do you want to see, or how do you want to see My Hero move forward? Like,
Not fully sure.
Mm-hmm.
Not fully sure yet within the story. I think kind of what I want to see. Like, I feel like we know Deku's going to eventually become the #1 hero in the world. I'm actually interested in seeing like that happen, but Bakugo like learn to be okay with it, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of interested in that, like, because again, I get really obsessed with like seeing how characters grow, and I think that when they actually really work together, they can be a great team. So I am interested to see like when he does get to that point where he eventually becomes #1, like how does that impact their relationship? But ultimately, I want to see Bakugo grow from that, and it's like, all right, whether or not I'm the #1 hero, I'm doing a great job and I protect people, and that's what's important.
Okay, I respect that answer for sure. Cobalt, you back to being connected? I don't think so.
I can go.
Oh, you tell me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yes.
I hear you. You ready to say your answer again, or do we got to go to Null? Well, we could hear you.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh.
I kind of figured you guys had a little bit too much fun today, and we weren't going.
Oh, he's on the phone.
He's on the phone.
Yo, all right, go ahead, Null.
As you know, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but you know, in certain terms, he wants to save the main villain. You know, in terms, it kind of shows that he wants to do that. And honestly, for all the things he's been through, I actually want to see it.
Okay.
You know.
I want to see Deku become #1. Got it. I don't know. I wish we could have heard Kobol's answer, but anybody else got a pick?
I think I'm. Am I back now?
Yes, you're
working?
back. Yes, you're back.
Testing.
Yeah, we hear you, Kobo. Give us your answer again.
There we go. All right. What would I like to see?
Yeah.
A lot of these series actually fizzle out. If you do get an ending, it's obviously a lot of times rushed and incomplete. Don't want to see that happen with this.
Okay.
Felt like they've put so much time and effort. We haven't even covered half the story. There's so much extra shit. We've got other classes. We've got other schools. We've got other arcs that we barely touched on. And there's a lot that they've put into the world that they've built. I'd hate to see them close out in a shoddy manner.
Oh, they're gonna do that.
Then I'd like to see that.
Spoilers.
I know.
That's scary.
Hey,
That's
I
really scary.
I can hope.
I can live with that being the only spoilers, because I do want to at least see how it's going to like play out. But at the same time, I understand if it does end in that way, I'll take it with a grain of salt.
They're just not going to be able to cover everything that makes you curious.
Got it.
This is not that story.
Well, I mean, they don't need to answer all the questions. We can have spin-offs, you know?
No,
we can have spin-offs. We got 3 spin-offs. Yeah. So, like, there's a lot more in the world that we can get, you know? But I just don't want them to close out the
Hey,
main arcs.
Get out of there.
In a
Get out of
way.
there. No.
You
Don't
know?
touch that.
That, and I'd like to see Deku save Shigaraki. You know, I'd like to see him actually save his soul. Even if I absolutely want him to suffer the consequences of his actions. I do feel like
there's some redemption
Deku's
there.
goal. That's Deku's true goal, is to save him, and you see it even in the last major arc. You see that he wants that more than anything, but he's also not afraid to end that dude, especially more now that he's kind of gone on his own and other people have suffered because he's the target. So, and that's where I'd like to see it go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Completely
I'm
I'm
in the end game, so my short answer is I want to see what happens to Bakugo, because spoilers, he's in the story. And then my other answer would be if like you get to see the future, would Deku be able to get an apprentice? Like, would he be able to actually pass on One for All, or is it done so?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I feel like that would be the perfect conclusion right there. Him passing it on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
See, mine's a little bit darker, if I'm being honest.
Okay, what's that?
I want to see Deku have to take a life. Like,
what?
Oh, shit. Honestly,
Risky,
for the growth.
Risky, you hit me with you hit me with something here. I mean, that intrigued me.
He's gonna take a life. He's gonna take All for One and save Shigaraki by unlocking his Bankai and becoming king of the pirates.
Yo, if that was to actually happen, I would be entertained.
I found that on the dark web. It's true.
But all right, I respect. I like that. I like that answer, Risky. I would be intrigued by that myself. So only time will tell.
That's interesting. Yeah.
So, but guys, feel like if no one else has anything else to say, I feel like we've covered a lot.
Wait.
Oh,
I got something.
You got something? Hit me.
Yeah. Everybody's been mentioning Deku and them, but I ain't gonna talk about Deku and them. I obviously want to see what happens with Deku and Shigaraki and if he gets an apprentice and all that. But I want to see I really want to see what's happening. And this ain't really the main part of the story, but like I want to see what's happening with like Kirigiri and the whole thing with Aizawa's dead best friend, or supposedly.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
They didn't give us a full thing about that. I'm still waiting for that. I don't know if it's in the manga. I've only watched, but
they've given part of it in the manga. So we will get more on that story later on, especially.
I didn't want to be that guy, but you will be satisfied.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Me personally, I agree with everybody who said something, and I don't know how many of them they're going to tie up, but I just want them to tie up as many loose ends in the story as possible, so that as many questions as I have can just be answered. You know what I mean? That's where I stay. That's what I want to see. I just want to see resolutions, as many resolutions as possible. So
I want to see a movie with the same epic fights that the last movie had. Damn, that was a good fight movie.
Oh yeah, that definitely was a good fight. So we're here. We're at the end of the stream. Okay. Oh, don't be like that. There's always another time.
No, you don't understand. Like, since I've quarantined myself, this is literally the most human interaction I've had since Tuesday, Wednesday. So
hey, come around, come around, Mary. You look. We get. We get.
I was gonna say maybe in a week. In a week I will, come see you in person. COVID is not gone, people. It's still here.
I know. I have it right now.
Oh, you too? Hey! Should we high five?
I mean, long distance high five.
Social distance high five. Yay.
You send that in the mail, Mary. You send that shit in the mail.
Yo. He said you can send it in the mail.
You got to send that shit in the mail. You don't just high five people on the internet anymore. You could just spread some virus.
That's a lie.
Well,
I high five. We're good.
No, I was gonna say you're thinking small. I don't want to send it in the mail. I've got a hawk trained. Like we're working on it.
Yo.
You should receive something soon.
Now that bird better be safe. That's all I'm saying.
Carrier pigeon.
It will be. It will be.
All right, guys.
Oh no, a raven, because it could talk to me.
Okay, respect. But yeah, I thought, like I said, we've covered a lot. Ultimately, I won't say it is a perfect. I won't say it's a perfect series, but it's a good one, and it has garnered a lot of attention and earned its spot, if possible. If like obviously there's a bunch of other anime that could go in for that spot too, but like Gen 3, that's what the last I've been going to these conventions, and that's all I've been hearing from certain people. Like the new Gen 3 are on panels and stuff, so we'll see what the new Gen 3 ends up being after they have hit that mark, you know. But it, like I said, My Hero potentially has a spot in the new Gen 3.
That's an episode. That's an episode that we're gonna have to do. Binge or Cringe on the top. The new Gen Big 3.
Yeah, the new Gen 3. Yeah.
We can define it for ourselves, man.
I feel like that's gonna get heated real quick, but I love it.
Yeah. Because like, what do you mean by new Gen? Like what years? Like what years are we talking about?
That's another good question.
I think it should go by decade.
Like the time frame,
It
yeah.
got 2000 to 2010. The big three all took place within that
20s,
period.
yeah.
So what?
I mean, some of them are still airing. So this one would be 2010 to 2020. You know?
True.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll wet the internet's whistle. I actually don't think that there's a big three after the big three. I think that it's
that's
a
why it's
dynamic
not called
duo.
the big. That's why it's not called the big
Well,
three.
I'd
Or the
argue
middle
that in a way
three,
you're
or
right,
the
because the
side
dude
three.
that coined the big three coined it in 2015, and in reality, the big three in 2010 to 2000 was Full Metal Alchemist, not One Piece.
Oh my God, I'm not doing this with you right now, Cobalt. We're not doing this.
Hey,
we're not doing this.
Interesting.
We're not doing this.
I heard about your hatred, and I would
I
like to
don't
bring
hate
in
it.
sales numbers.
I don't hate it.
Full Metal
I'm just
Alchemist is an amazing series, but money talks, and money does not make as much as One Piece did in those years. So there's no series that is more big three than One Piece. If anything, One Piece is the reason why you would be able to have a big three, because you have somebody to fight while you fight it out with your homie on the side, aka Bleach and Naruto.
I mean, you could say that, but back in 2005, 2006, dog, One Piece wasn't as big.
But that's why
Not
we did.
international.
Cobalt, we're not doing this. We're not doing this right now.
No. I'm learning here. We're
oh my
absolutely
gosh!
doing this.
You know what? I'm gonna just say it like this, Cobalt. We've had this conversation.
I had to start this fire.
I told you I wanted my name to be Panic at the Discord. God damn it! I will incite panic at the Discord.
All I'm saying is this, Cobalt. If we're gonna have this conversation for a 15th fucking time, I swear to God, you keep
16.
Huh?
16.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, you know who's not going to be in the top three?
Who?
Neji.
Fuck you, no.
Damn. He's right though.
Fuck you too, Risky. No, why you opening all the wounds?
I don't know why you guys hate Neji. He's the only person who could see past the story and call everybody out on their bullshit. He was just like, "Hey, you're not doing hard work. All your talents is given." And Naruto's like, "No, I do push-ups every day. Nobody likes me." And it's just like, no, everybody secretly loves you from the side. It's just that if you like fart wrong, you can blow up the village. So everyone's just scared.
Yo, why does that make so much sense? And then,
So
here's the thing.
on the side.
He's right. Neji's foresight for Naruto.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Naruto. We already knew Naruto was going to become a great ninja or whatever, but it was written in the stars. Like Neji was right. It was written in the fucking stars for him to do it. His bloodline alone, bro.
Literally was just like a boy with orange hair coming from the village of fire. It's sort of like, bro, that's a prophecy. That's right up there with like Harry Potter, bro. That's a prophecy.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, man. Like it was already written. It was written for Naruto to be, like. Don't get me wrong. It was written. Get it? It was written like the show was written. But like it was written in a sense.
And Neji was able to use his Byakugan to see the written panels past it. He saw Kishimoto and he was like, bro, what's going on?
Now what is Neji Deadpool breaking the fourth wall? Is that what we're talking about now?
He's not that strong. He's not that strong, but he's strong enough to see. He can't talk.
Of course he can't talk, he's dead.
Damn it, Risky.
You can't see much anymore, you know?
Well, it's also because the Byakugan is just like, it's like a tricycle. It's like, yeah, this is, this could get me places as a kid, but like, I need my 2 wheels to get places actually, aka a Sharingan.
Yeah.
Or blood flow.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm not doing this no more. I'm not doing this more. You know what? Risky. That's why GT. That's why Dragon Ball GT don't exist.
So Reese, I'm gonna get your back on that. Not only is it not canon, it literally put Toriyama out of retirement. He was chilling on the beach, hanging out with his Dragon Ball and Dragon Quest money, and then they made GT, and he was like, hold up. And then he just tried to come back, but he was too old. So he found an apprentice, and then he actually came back. And he was so petty. He didn't make an actual Super Saiyan 4. He's like, they're blue now. They're red now. I could just change the color because I'm God. Because I'm God. Why? Because you don't exist. Because you're fake. This is what happens when I let you guys.
Look,
this is what happens when I let you guys play around with my toys. You break them.
I'm just mad that there's not a Super Saiyan 5, okay?
There doesn't need to be a Super Saiyan 5.
Yes, there does.
Because we're hanging out with gods now. We literally we do picnics.
We're hanging out with
gods now. We do picnics with angels. We don't need mortal power-ups anymore.
Where we're going, we don't need.
We play hide and seek with we play hide and seek with omnipotent kings.
I thought you were gonna say with nipples.
No, I'm Omni King. You know, omnipotent.
Okay.
I couldn't answer better.
You would, Kobo.
It's far more entertaining.
Yeah. This is why I have to restrain you sometimes.
I don't know what you're talking about. I definitely did not just light a huge fire in here and just send pandemonium.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And I haven't forgotten it. I will remember this folly. But yeah, you heard me. I said it. But guys, I just want to say thank you guys for showing up, being here. Very good episode. A lot of different takes, a lot of different information poured in, a lot of different opinions. But I think we can all clearly agree that it is worth the watch. You know, it is worth a watch. It's not as cringy as. Hell yeah, Anthony's here too. What's up, Anthony? but yeah, guys, it's worth the watch. And I'll be honest with you, it's not as cringy as some anime that we talked on here about, like, which we say
it can be, Reese. It can be, because remember, I have legs, Reese. I have legs. Just remember.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that, Xantar. I'll give you that. All right, so close out. Does anybody want to say anything before we done?
I will say one thing for it being, I guess, like the big three. The fact that I watched it, got into it, and then was at a family thing, birthday or something, and my niece was talking about it and saying it was one of her favorite animes, and I'm like, really? You've been watching it, like, just not knowing. And it's interesting to kind of see that, and it's almost kind of like her Pokemon or her Yu-Gi-Oh, and that's pretty special. Right, exactly. That's pretty special to see, like, you know, when we were growing up and watching shows, and like those shows were so special to us, and that might be something for her. And I thought that was pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we don't decide. I mean, we had our big three. We made our decision.
That's true.
It's up to the next generation to really decide what the big three are going to be. The kids who jumped on at the same time we did, you know? So, yeah.
I trust this one. She wants to work for the FBI one day, so she's a smart cookie.
She want to be a Fed?
And I would say that we can influence what the children think.
Wait a
because
minute.
we are the adults.
I'm just saying. She said FBI. Hold up. I gotta put this.
No, Jayla, that my sister told me that's what she wants to do. She's interested in joining the FBI, which honestly is cool. I wish I had gone to school for criminology. I could be her prosecutor and put the people away.
Okay.
But yeah, like I'm like, she's a smart kid, and you're right. Like we not only do they get to choose their big three, but we can influence them just based on stuff that we like, and it's crazy because she even is the one that was like, Tobey Maguire's my favorite Spider-Man. And I was like, huh? He's not even my favorite. Huh?
Okay. Look, man, she got she's
got culture. She does.
Culture. It's respectable. I respect
she's got
it.
culture.
So
for sure.
All right. Anybody else want to say anything before we get out of here?
I think we kind of covered it.
All right. I think the no's have it.
I got something to say as a closing statement.
All right, what's up?
If it's about frothy.
My Hero Academia is like bubble gum. When you first put it in your mouth and you're chewing on it, you're like, oh, this is wonderful. This is great. But then after a while, it gets a little stale and nasty. So you got to get a new piece. And then when you have that piece, oh, it's great. It's wonderful. And that's how it is. It has big moments where it's like, oh my God, this is so amazing. And then you have a moment where you remember that you have legs, or I don't know, you just cry when people are successful at being heroes.
I feel like you're a hater and you just don't want to admit it.
Bro, did he just compare? Did you just compare it to a peck of bubble gum?
But at the same time, you can't have bubblegum consistently without having it wane a little bit. You gotta do it in spurts. You gotta do it in spurts.
Yo.
At a time. If you're talking about binge or cringe, it's a light binge. You don't want to overindulge yourself. You want to light binge it, little, season by season. And then you reflect on it. You just sip it up like wine. You just stir it up. You're like,
oh my god,
that was delicious,
bro.
Well, what if it's an everlasting gobstopper and it never loses either?
you know, an everlasting gobstopper was a trap to get people to see if they were conspiring against Willy Wonka. So if you did give them an everlasting gobstopper, then that's a bad analogy.
I would like to see if Timothy Chalamet covers that in the prequel, whatever that is.
Well, only time will tell for that. But man, I love doing this. Like I really do. You guys are always hitting me with something, and I can't believe it. But guys, thank you guys for joining. I appreciate y'all being here.
Thank you,
Jazz. Thanks for hanging with us.
Yes, of course.
So, Mary said hi. She was waving at you.
Hey. Tell me to come
I
on
see.
my episode.
I was going to tell you to get your godson, but he's behaving now, so I can't.
I'm not watching him again. So the answer is no. Like, whatever. Like, but oh no.
He's behaving now, so it's fine. But I was like, sir.
But so a few things I wanted to say. One being, we're gonna have a special episode that Jasmine is actually going to be picking out, which me and her we've been discussing today about. So if you guys want to be here for that, when I release the date for that, definitely be here. And I promised Jasmine I will let her pick one or a few. So, and what else? I will be, and if you guys have an idea for an episode, definitely link it and put it in the Discord. Let me know. You know, I'm always trying to update the list, and there's sometimes I don't remember a lot of anime, so hit me up. in the Discord. Put it in the main chat.
Did you guys do Black Clover yet?
No.
Since you did My Hero Academia?
No, we didn't. Black Clover is definitely on the list though.
So let me know, because we just talked about, some regular food, like some cold cuts. We got to talk about that actual
All right.
some actual good characters.
All right, say less.
Have you done some fairy tale? Mm-hmm.
No, put it in the Discord, guys. Put it in the Discord.
You know what happened?
Right.
I got disappointed because that's what it is. It's nothing but a disappointment. Don't try to blame me, homie.
You got a what?
It's called Fairy Fail for a reason.
All right, let's wait. We're not doing this. I'm doing my outro. Let's not do this right now.
Oh man.
Let's not do this right now. So, neutral corners. But yeah. So like I said, definitely stay tuned. Jasmine's episode. If you guys want to be on that, definitely join. Tomorrow we have another Binge or Cringe, but it's the spinoff that me and Cobalt do, The Godfather and the Vet, which is not as long, it's a little shorter. I'm pretty sure we're doing Guilty Crown. Null and Ezra are going to be joining us for that. And which, like, usually that one is a little smaller, a little more, not as big a group. And then we have more coming out. I have to put the dates out. Like, we have Baki, the new season of Baki coming out, new season of Ragnarok for episode. I want to do an episode where we talk about what's Pokemon. The Ash is over. I want to talk about that. And I got a lot of people interested in that episode too. So, if you got anything you want to be a part of these episodes, the dates will be coming out hopefully tomorrow or Tuesday. No, between tomorrow and Tuesday, I'll be releasing the dates for each one. Yeah, so just stay tuned. Got a lot of good stuff happening. Con season's over for me, so I'm hoping to get more into this for the most part. Well, basically over. There is one more con I want to go to, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to. And what else? Today I hit over 200 subscribers on YouTube. So it's been an easy road, but I'm trying to get up there. So glad I made a new milestone. Okay, hoping to get further into that.
Brother.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hoping to get further in that.
What are you gonna do next?
Try to hit 500 so I can be affiliated with YouTube and make some money.
Yes.
So that's the next step. But yeah, so definitely been, and I've reached 200 within the last 2 weeks, which is good. It's at over like 35 plus subscribers within that time, and over 30,000 views total within the last month. So
I think I may have been one. I found your YouTube. I was like, wait, I'm not. I didn't realize I wasn't subscribed. So yeah,
it's all good. We got our own busy lives. I don't really, but definitely, guys, thank you for being a part of this, new and old comers. But thank you for being a part of the journey for me so far. Hoping to progress further from here on, especially since I've been getting a lot more views on social media, which is helping with the YouTube. So with my questions of the days and my stupid short funny videos that I've been doing. But yeah, that's really it. Thank you guys again. Just definitely, if you want to join us for future episodes, just keep an eye out for when I post about that, or if I message you. But without further ado, as always, I'm your boy Ideal Tone, and I'm here to make that known that we are out.